Hello, Virgo, the Yoga Mystic here at your service. I am here to do a weekly energy check-in tarot reading for the sun sign of Virgo. I've cleared the energy, the space, and the cards with Palo Santo. Spirit, please preside over this reading for the sun sign of Virgo. Allow your energies to move and flow through the cards in such a way that the Virgos receive the messages they need at this time. Okay, let's get into it and see what's going on with you this week, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo sun signs? Okay, a new beginning, the Fool card and Six of Swords. A new beginning towards calmer, peaceful environments. You know, the Six of Swords is like my water Uber. You're getting the heck out of somewhere. You're starting a new beginning, somewhere where the energy is more peaceful, more calmer. So you put something more turbulent, more chaotic, more toxic behind you. Okay, yes. You're focused on your joy and your strength this week. Focused on your joy, what brings you happiness, what makes you light up. You're staying strong, focused, concentrated. And you're putting an ending behind you, and there's a tower moment. So let's see. Let's actually clarify this backwards. What's the tower card here, Spirit? The tower card for Virgo. What's coming in quickly? An ending is coming in quickly. What is coming in quickly? Sometimes it's like, yes, confirmed, an ending. Tell me more about this ending that's coming in quickly. Ten of Swords, Tower card. It's three cards. I'm going to put them back. I really don't like to get too many at one time. Tower card, Ten of Swords for Virgo. Okay. You're cutting something out. Being logical. There's another big bundle that came out. Okay, what is it? Tower coming in quickly. Cutting out and ending. What is coming out quickly? Ten of Swords, Tower, King of Swords. Ten of Swords, Tower, King of Swords. Okay. For those of you that are dealing in love and relationships, you might be ending something, or somebody might be ending something with you. Has to do with love offering. You know, it could be a love offering coming in and you're like, nope, no thank you, next. You know, I get that kind of feeling, like something comes in and you're like, nope. Something comes in and it goes out as quickly as it came in, feels like. Maybe you're just like, no, I'm focusing on myself right now. Nope, don't need that. What's the Strength and Sun card here? Let's clarify the Sun and the Strength. Virgo's joy, happiness, focus, concentration, strength. Why is this here? Yeah, you're focused on what you're trying to manifest. What is Virgo trying to manifest? Okay. Your abundance. Your abundance. And maybe you're like, I don't have time for boys. I'm building my joy, my life, my empire, I don't have time for boys. I don't have time for drama. Okay, what is the Six of Swords? What are we moving away from? What are we moving to? Virgo. What is Virgo? Yeah, you're working hard. Working hard. The Fool card. Okay, towards your own emotional maturity and your intuition, your longevity, your financial security, stability. You're thinking long-term legacy. You don't have time for Knight of Cups. You need King of Cups, energy. You want a grown, sorry, bump the camera. You want a grown ass person. And it's like, what you want now, and you're not going to settle for anything less. You don't have time for toys and boys and playtime. It's like you're long term. You're on the long term bus, and you don't have time for anybody that's not on the same bus or train or whatever you want to call it, right? Advice and guidance for Virgo. Spirit, do they even need advice and guidance? Looks like they're doing really good on their own. What's some advice and guidance we can give them? Okay, focus on positive. So the Five of Cups, sometimes we have the tendency to be like, oh, woe is me. It's the crying over spilled milk kind of energy. So be careful, because you're trying to manifest something great. So you want to be positive. You want that mindset to be focused on what it is you want to bring in, because we don't want to focus on, the things of the past that disappointed us, because we'll just manifest that again, right? Any other advice and guidance for Virgo? Okay, Four of Pentacles. As you're focusing on your finances, stability, security, make sure that you don't become too clingy. Notice how she's grasping or clinging to this bag. Sometimes when we do that, it slows the flow. That is the energy of money. So think of money as energy. And when we cling to it and we, don't want to spend, and we find ourselves in fear, we can slow the flow. We can even slow it from coming to us or coming in. So be mindful of that, okay? Final outcome for Virgo, sun signs. Final outcome for Virgo. Oh, that's beautiful. A spiritual evolution, a spiritual elevation, spiritual growth. This is beautiful, because maybe in the past you were always so focused on, having a mate. I know even for myself and society, right? It's been like, but a part of the spiritual journey is the relationship with the self. It's the most important relationship that you'll ever cultivate, is the one with self and the one with source. And that's what you are, and you end up focusing on, right? Is you and source. And that's beautiful. That's true soul work, right? I am going to get you an oracle card. This week I'm using sacred geometry activation. So one sacred geometry activation for Virgo. Passion. Number 34, which breaks down to a 7, which is a very spiritual number. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Okay, I'm going to read from the book. When we use the word passion, we usually refer to a strong feeling for something or someone. It could be a burning desire or a feeling of enthusiasm or intense emotion. Passion expresses itself powerfully like a burning hot fire as it radiates out from our core. This power cannot be hidden. It demands expression. We long for an emotion that is so strong that all we can do is surrender to its power. At the same time, we fear this kind of emotion because we are afraid of losing ourselves, our sense of who we are, in the eye of the passion storm within us. But there is clarity and insight to be found in the storm once we have withstood the heat of the fire and have held our balance in the midst of the blazing inferno. Only then can we move to the center and find the insight at passion's core. The passion activation reveals this process of powerful insight through its purple core. Its demand for expression, the blue around the core, and the storm of intense feelings and emotions all around, represented by the orange, yellow, and red of the lower chakras. It invites us to become aware of and to burn away anything that stands in the way of finding the valuable insights at its core. And although it could be enjoyable to feel these intense emotions, we cannot stay in this heat for very long without getting burned. Take a moment to go inside yourself. What are you really passionate about? Do you love what you do in your daily life? Are your heart and soul engaged? How can you bring more passion into your life? How can you make sure that you don't miss the treasure of insights that lies beneath it? Make time for daily contemplation to check in with yourself and your passions. Well, I mean, I feel like that's more confirmation than anything that that's exactly what you're doing. I love this. I'll see you next time, Virgo.